and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're not, welcome back, okay? Happy Vlogmas. Good evening, good morning, whatever it is for you. Hi, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're not, welcome back and happy Vlogmas. The lighting's weird. We're on the ground. I never film right here, but like I'm gonna be doing a lot of work on the floor, so yeah. I think last time I filmed on the ground like this, we were making my Last of Us costume last year or year before last. Anyway, hi, coming to you from the ground. If you guys have been along for the ride, you know that my Vlogmas is crocheting, knitting, and sewing the gifts for my friends and my family. So if you're my friends and my family, don't click on this video because I'm making your gifts in this video. I mean, if you're watching this, you obviously clicked on it, but don't keep watching is what I'm trying to say. For this video, we're gonna be using my handy dandy knitting machine. I pull this thing out from under my bed maybe twice a year, and this is one of those times. So for this video, I have to make some beanies, and normally I would just crochet or hand knit the beanies, but I have too many gifts most of the time, usually, which this year I have too many gifts as well. So I will be utilizing my knitting machine so that I can give my hands a break. And yeah, I mean, it's still handmade. I'm still turning a skein of yarn into a hat, so it's fine. But I'm saving my hands because there are things I have to make that a machine can't do. So I think we're just gonna make 4 beanies, but let me check. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it looks like we only need to make 4 beanies. Now, here's the thing. Every time I go to, oh, also, anyway, it doesn't matter. Every time I go to make these beanies, every year I make these beanies for Christmas for a select few of my cousins. Basically, all the boy cousins in my family. The girls get fun stuff because, like, I know what to make. But for the boys, they all work, like, blue-collar jobs. So it's hard to think of stuff to crochet them, and they like the beanies I give them every year because they wear them like on the tractor and stuff. So I'm just making everybody beanies again this year, or not everybody, but just the boys in my cousin pool. Okay, so anyway, where was I even at? Oh yeah, so we're gonna make 4. But anyway, every time I pull this thing out to make a beanie, I forget how to use it. 1, I forget how to use it. 2, I don't remember how many rows makes a beanie. So it's literally trial and error every time. I don't pull this out often enough, so it's literally like a year in between each time I pull it out, and I'm relearning every single time. So there's like this one tutorial that I watch every time I go to make a beanie that I pull up on YouTube, and God forbid she ever gets rid of that video, I won't know how to work my machine. So I'll link that video down in the description if it's still there. I'm about to look it up right now to see if I can watch it because I don't remember what to do. So let me show you what we got for colors. Now, I crocheted my dad a beanie with this black also I'm using Big Twist this year. Last year I used Red Heart for these beanies, and I just feel like the beanies were itchy. So we're doing Big Twist this year because I think it's softer. I just discovered that it's softer this year. So I crocheted my dad's beanie with this yarn, so I have like half a skein left. We're gonna test with this one and figure out how many rows I need, and then we'll make the other 4 that I'm supposed to make. So I've got this really pretty bright red color, this deep red color, this gray, and this orange. So now I'm just gonna pull my machine out because I was gonna say break it apart. I don't break it apart, I just take it apart so that I can fit it back into the box and under my bed every time I use it. Which is also part of the reason I don't use it that often, because like I gotta pull it out and put it together every time. But I don't know, if I had a space for it to just remain open all the time, then I'd probably keep it out. But there just isn't like a spot. Also, I have like no surface space for it. I don't even think this would fit on my desk, so I always end up doing it on the floor. I sound like I'm complaining. I'm not complaining, I'm just talking. Anyway, I am wearing my matching Christmas pajamas since it's Vlogmas. You guys, I'm so excited for Christmas. Like, you have no idea. My family put up the Christmas decor way earlier than we usually do. We're usually that type of family that puts it up like 2 weeks before actual Christmas and then keeps it up to the end of January because we feel like we didn't have it up long enough. But we actually put our stuff up on December 1st, so I've gotten in the Christmas spirit earlier than usual. So for tension on these machines, I got this little tension keeper 3D printed thingy from Etsy, and it came with this little card that shows you like what tension to do based off what yarn you're doing. I have kept that so I don't want to lose it. I think that's all I need from this box. So let's move this box out of the way and put the machine in front of me. Okay, reset the numbers. I always forget to do that. All right, so let's look up this video I was talking about. Let's see if it's still there. Also, I've been watching so much True Blood. Oh wait, I was gonna pose for a thumbnail. That is good enough for me. I've been watching so much True Blood that I'm like mimicking the accent of like Louisiana people. Does that make sense? Like a southern accent. I'm not doing it on purpose, I promise, but some of my words are starting because I've literally all I've been watching while I'm crocheting gifts is True Blood. By the way, in my last Vlogmas episode, or one of them, I talked about like how I wasn't sure if I liked the show or not. I've decided I do like it. I made it to season 2, so I'm on season 2 now, but I made it all the way through season 1 and I liked it. What was I looking up? Oh, okay. How to knit a beanie on, what is this machine called? Addy knitting machine. Okay, I'll recognize it the moment it pulls up. Yes, okay, it's still there.
Very easily.
Yes, and it's like in the middle where I left off. Okay, show me how to do this. Every year she teaches me over again. I love it. I will link this video down in the description.
So always make sure your little door is closed.
Little door's closed.
We are using a worsted weight yarn today. This is actually called Nimbus. It's 100% organic, and it's from later on. And in this case, I guess that's probably about 24 inches. We're going to leave that in the middle of the piece.
Yes, ma'am.
Take your yarn, and you're going to loop it in either went
No!
back twice.
Keep your paws off my arm.
Twice. The yarn is a little bit tight.
Okay, I got it on. Tight is for typical size 4 yarn, so it goes through the first. So once we have it on, let's reset it. Okay, I got it threaded on and then I reset the count. So remember to do that for the rest of them, future me. How long do we think we need it? Like, what's our guess? Let's do 10 and see what it looks like. Also, we're gonna speed this process up because I got one of these things. So, when I got this knitting machine as a gift, my mom also saw that people on TikTok, this was like 3 years ago, 2 years ago, a while ago. She saw people were using this 3D printed attachment and a drill to make things go by much faster. So she got me the attachment in my own drill, but that was just for me because I'm always building furniture and stuff. And then she got me, make sure it's going the right way, so we need it to go this way. Attachment for the drill, which makes this go by a lot faster. So let's do 10 rows and see how long it ends up being. Let me show you what 10 did. 10 literally just did like an inch. I'm gonna do what I think is right, and then we'll take it off and see if that's enough. I just feel like last year I made them too long, where like the folded up part of the beanie was just so long and it was still long, so I ended up making them way too long. But because I'm gonna fold it in half because it's like a tube, right? How did I do it last year? Yeah, I folded it in half. So whatever I think is long enough, I have to double it. Okay, I don't know. I'll let you know what I do with the blah, 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 blah. Okay, so for the test run, I did 100 rows, and it made a panel this big. Now, what I meant when I said it's gonna be in half is you make the tube, and then you basically pull it in half. So you pull one end of the tube through to meet the other end, which essentially makes it half the size that it was. Also, this yarn is so soft. Like, I'm very happy I decided to go with this yarn instead of Red Heart. Okay, so with it folded in folded in half, this is what it looks like. So, I mean, this is the length of a beanie that has no brim. And I kind of want it to have a brim. So 100 is not enough for a brim. I would say probably like 120 might be enough for a brim. But I'm gonna seal this off. So basically you fold it in half and then you just cinch and seal the top. And then there's your beanie. So let me cinch it and then put it on, and if it's not enough for a brim, I'm gonna the next one I'm gonna do 120 and see what happens. This is test number 1. 100 rows, it's finished. So let's put it on and see if there's room for a brim. I'm gonna go ahead and say there isn't, but I mean, the brim is pushing it. This is no brim. I'd say even stretched out, there's no room for a brim. I think we gotta do 120. 10 more stitches is like the size of my thumb right here. So we need 20 because it's gonna fold in half. Let me see if I can find, I don't wanna use the yarn I have in case I do it and it's still not big enough. I don't wanna waste it. I got those specific colors for them, so let's try it on this extra green that I have laying around. So for this one, we're gonna do 120 and then take it off, put it on, and if it fits with the brim, then we'll do the other 120. So let's try. Hopefully this is right because I don't want to do a third test run. Okay, the sun is down and we've got our 120 rows test. It obviously looks longer. I did cinch the top already. So I'm gonna fold this up about 1.5 inches. Let's do damn near 2 inches. Like this much. Okay, that looks normal. Okay, let's see if it looks normal on my head. Besides the fact that it's pushing my bangs down, just move my bangs out of the way. Alright, that looks pretty normal to me. I think I did 140 last year, which is why when they put them on, it was like there was like a whole 4 more inches at the top. Now I have a cute little green beanie for myself if I want it. And now we can start making the beanies that I originally set out to make. So this one, a red color for one of my cousins. They're all from my cousins. One of them's for my uncle, my aunt's husband, so my uncle, I guess. But 4 beanies, 4 different colors. So first one we're gonna do is this really bright red one. Alright, so I did the knitting machine on all 4 beanies. Now I'm just going to sit here and finish them off, cinching all the tops, and then I'll be done with the beanies. Alright, y'all. My drill literally died doing the last one, so I had to hand turn it 120 times, so my wrist hurts. But I finished all 4 of the beanies. Perfect. Perfect. So all 4 of the beanies are done. We got a Joann's order, so let's go check the mail and see if we got any gifts in the mail and do a little unboxing. before I finish this video. Alright, so I'm back from checking the mail and we got two things. We have this fabric that came in. It's literally sewing cats, so cute. And then this other fabric that came in is these butterflies, so cute. But those are the two things that came in. I will see you in the next video. Thanks for hanging out with me while I used my knitting machine, and I will see you in the next video. Love you guys. Bye.